You worked in South Africa as well. So, how are systems different in India versus the globe, if you have any perspective on that?
Africa is not really developed country, but there are a lot of advancements in terms of technology there.
Side of things, right? Building these things, also implementing it. What are challenges or certain gaps that you see in the market currently, which are not actually filled by anyone yet?
As a consumer of the service, I realize there's a lot of common service offering that most of these service providers provide, and for me, the decision making is pivoted to very few things in terms of how quickly I can integrate to my existing system and how scalable it is, right? And at the end of the day, what is the ROI of that investment that I'm doing?
Thank you so much, sir, for joining us here.
Awesome.
Could you please give us a brief introduction about yourself and take us through the career path that you've had so far?
Well, my name is Apoorv Jha, and I have close to 17 plus years of experience across banking, insurance, having worked in India and South Africa. At the moment, I'm working with UGRO Capital, which is one of the biggest NBFCs in India, and I head their business solutions and digital transformation team.
Very interesting. Now, digital transformation, right? Everybody is doing it. The world is pivoting to AI, and everybody wants to be the first adopters. Now, in your organization, what are the key critical areas that you're working on, and what challenges do you see in adoption or implementation of AI?
Well, AI is not really something that we have been using, recently. We have been using AI for 15 years. I'll tell you why. So AI has two faces for me personally. One is the predictive AI. Another one is the generative AI. Yes, of course, generative AI is the newest kid on the block, but predictive AI has been there on the forefront for the last 15 years, and I have used it personally. I'll give an example to that. Propensity scoring is one key thing that is used among the banks, which tells how likely a customer is to buy your product, which is basis the interactions that the customer would have had with the bank, and various other interactions through various channels that he or she does with the bank. So that really tells me the mood of the customer. That really tells me whether this customer is likely to buy a product or not. So that is a part of predictive AI, and it has been there forever, ever since I started my banking career. GenAI is the newest kid on the block, right? And there's a lot happening on GenAI. And the current use case that I'm trying to solve as far as GenAI is concerned, that I'm a part of a lending organization, right? So I have to conduct personal discussion as a part of my credit check. So personal discussion is the discussion between the lender and the borrower, and there's a lot of insights that I can generate while having a conversation with you, right? This conversation is largely in person, and while I'm interacting with you, I'm also trying to understand the patterns in how you answer. The video that I'm capturing of yours gives me a lot of intel, a lot of cues, which can help me profile you in a way I would want you to get profiled for, right? So that is one use case around it, which we are trying to do. So in the conversation, after the conversation is over, I can evaluate the candidature of the borrower in a very AI-driven way. So that is one use case. Second use case is around automating a lot of document checks that a typical traditional eyeball check would do, right? All of that machine is taken care of, and OPEX is one thing that is taken care of, but it also does a lot of work on reducing the TAT, ensuring the quality, ensuring the effectiveness of the product that you are building using AI. So yeah, plenty of use cases.
Very interesting. You did mention you worked in South Africa as well. So, how are systems different in India versus the globe, if you have any perspective on that?
Well, I used to work in South Africa 8-9 years ago, and although Africa is not really developed country, but there are a lot of advancements in terms of technology there. M-Pesa, you would have
yes.
heard, yeah.
I'd
So
heard
it was
about them,
one of the innovations even before UPI kicked up in India, right?
Yeah.
And it was really a predominant way of how people used to pay to each other in Kenya. So yes, each of these countries are trying to adopt. Each of these countries are trying to get better.
But India is ahead of the curve.
India, on a lot of parameters, yes, UPI is the forerunner in the emerging technologies across the world, and you would have known that a lot of the countries are using UPI to kind of pave the way for their payment railroads. Yeah.
Interesting. Now, when it comes to the tech side of things, right, building these things, also implementing it, what are challenges or certain gaps that you see in the market currently, which are not actually filled by anyone yet? Is there anything of that sort?
Well, as a consumer of the service, I realize there's a lot of common service offering that most of these service providers provide, and for me, the decision making is pivoted to very few things in terms of how quickly I can integrate to my existing system and how scalable it is, right? And at the end of the day, what is the ROI of that investment that I'm doing, right? So these are the key things I look at when it comes to evaluating any particular service. What is that a particular service provider is providing to me, and at what cost? Of course, that's the bedrock. And how soon I can integrate to the existing system that I have, and what is the benefit that I'm deriving out of that integration.
Oh.
So challenges per se, it's always the uniqueness and the offering that you might have. What is the key USP that this service provider might have, which others don't have, right?
Got
so
that.
that's the only thing.
Okay. So thank you so much, sir. Just last question before we wrap up. What is your vision for AI in the banking and financial ecosystem like?
It is only going to get better. I see there are a lot of departments that are trying to get on the wave of AI and build something around it, right from point of origination to the moment of truth. There is a big value chain that comprises various components. But
do you see an STP journey coming in the future anytime?
Absolutely yes. Why not? Yeah? Absolutely yes. When we could do it manually 10 years ago, AI is going to do the STP journey. You upload your Aadhaar, your form gets filled. There is bureau that I pull. I analyze your bank statements through account aggregator. I build an AI BRE that does the decisioning for me. I have e-sign, integrated. You sign and you take the money. You start utilizing it. If you have any product or service-related query, the bot answers what is left in the value chain. It is all a matter of time how risk-averse we are. How long can we go for? STP journeys are typically not built for big ticket sizes, right?
Right.
So if it is for small ticket size at 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs, 5 lakhs, STP journeys are the way forward, and it's all AI that can really build those STP journeys.
Interesting. All right. Thank you so much for this conversation. It was a delight to have you.
Thank you so much.